Yo, Godspeed ahead, Rayleigh the Theorist here. Now, we will discuss the theory of Ancient Kingdom and Void Century. But before anything else, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you will always be updated about my theory. The theory of the Ancient Kingdom and the Void Century. This too is the most popular mystery. These two siblings bore two children, Enlil, the god of storm, and Enki, the god of water. Because Anu and Ki had a forbidden love, Namu separated them. Enlil is the spouse of Ninlil, the lady of the wind. Enlil and Ninlil have a child and call that Sin, a moon god. After many people bore a lot of children,
Enlil tried to destroy the world with a flood because the world is too noisy. But a mortal man, si Usudra, created a boat because he was warned by Enki, which later became immortal
because of his son great wisdom. While the flood is still happening, Ningal, the wife of Sin, bore two children. Shamash, the god of sun, then later on Ishtar, the goddess of moon. But all of these deities were overthrown by Marduk, which was represented by his serpent Mashusu, and Tiamat, the dragon he slain. Tiamat was also equals to Namu, the mother of all Sumerian deities. Marduk defeated Tiamat with a special weapon, and Tiamat became the world according to Babylonian mythology. Seems like a very long story about the Sumerian mythology, isn't it? So right now, let's go to what you really desire, to the most awaited part. This is the Void Century. Almost 900 years ago, there was a sea goddess who bore two children, Uranus and Pluton. They are both skillful blacksmiths. Like Anu and Ki, Uranus and Pluton both love each other and bore 2 children, Joy Boy and Poseidon. But like what Namo did to her 2 children, the sea goddess also did that. Uranus was brought into the moon and Pluton was brought in some part of the earth. But as I stated, these two were very skillful blacksmiths who left ancient weapons, which was named after themselves. Afterwards, their son, Poseidon, became the father of all fishmen alive, and Joy Boy became the king of the ancient kingdom, which was left by their mother, Pluton. Like Enlil, Joy Boy had a wife who next to the word wind. She was called Aimu. Are you surprised because of that? Later, I will tell you my proof about it. 900 years ago, after the death of his parents, Joy Boy and Aimu fight the sea goddess, which is now Sea Devil. But before defeating it, Joy Boy was cursed and his clan to laugh before their death. The Sea Devil became what we know, the Red Line. And in this exact area, the Devil Tree grows. This is also the reason why the Fishman Island is underneath the water. After this, Joy Boy and Aimu had a son called the Moon King. This Moon King was the progenitor of the Kozuki clan, which was related to Sun, and the D clan, which was related to Moon. This explains why Kozuki Oden of Wano smiled in his death, even not being a part of the D clan, because they came in the same family branch. Because of the Red Line, Joy Boy lost his freedom about traveling the world, so he decided to destroy it. But Aimu is against to the plan because of the danger of destroying the Red Line, which was formerly known as the Sea Goddess or the Sea Devil. Even the warning of his wife, Joy Boy continues the plan of destroying the Red Line. He talked to his sibling Poseidon and promised to get them out to the water and save him and his family to the destruction of the Fishman Island, which was under the Red Line. Joy Boy killed the Noah, who was an actual giant, while being watched by a little Sunisha, who was a companion to the ancient Kozuki, the son of the Moon King. But because of this, Sunisha accidentally told this to Aimu. This is the crime she committed in the ancient past. Because Aimu strongly disagreed to this plan, she became furious and became allied to the 20 allied kingdoms, which later become the world government. It was a great war between two powers, Joy Boy and Aimu. But even with great power, Joy Boy don't want to fight his wife because of his love for her. But because he can see forward to the future, he made a great plan and make the son of the Moon King, Kozuki, wrote the first poneglyphs. One of the poneglyphs written was the apology letter for Poseidon, and before the ancient kingdom sank out, Joy Boy wrote the road poneglyph and made Sunisha immortal to carry one of the road poneglyph with the help of the Opi Opi no Mi to become a witness and living proof of the fall of the ancient kingdom. While all of this is happening, the Moon King still fights Aimu so that her child, the progenitor to the clan, escaped from the wrath of Aimu. And also, this is the one destined for inheriting the will of Joy Boy. The aftermath of this is the establishment of the world government.
wherein Aimu became the queen of the world. But the allied kingdom was against her, so they furiously attacked her with no regrets. But because Aimu was a goddess, they were all killed, making their swords stuck into the ground. And the only one left was the 5 Gorosei, who was chosen to lead the world.
The Moon King started his group, which he called the Crescent Moon. He built this group in order to find his missing child, the progenitor of the D clan. Moon King is the first pirate alive. He is the Davy Jones. But almost 20 years ago, they were all killed by the world government assassin. And Nami and Nojiko is the only one saved. The assassin that world government paid for their annihilation was Katarina Devon. The Crescent Moon Hunter. In the other hand, Poseidon race was humiliated by the nobles because he is the only one who knew the plan of Joy Boy. Until now, Joy Boy awaits the person who will inherit his will to establish the freedom of the world. Before ending it, I want to thank you for all of your support. Please do include me when you repost it to your page. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and to my Facebook page, Rayleigh the Theorist, for more of my theories. So that I will do other theories that connects into this theory, like the ancient weapons, revolutionary army, world government, Ainu, and other stuff. Trivia, like Persia. Did you know that the tribute was actually came from 20 kingdoms? 19 tribute to the empire capital, which is equals to 20 kingdoms. Did you know the weapon of Marduk to kill Namu was called Impulu, the wind weapon?
That's it. This is the Void Century, and I am Rayleigh. See you in the next theory. Bye-bye!